Well, I'm super excited for you all to hear tonight from an amazing woman. It's so funny. I joined in August of 1982, and Vicki joined in September, just like probably within a few weeks of me joining in another world, in another state. And here we are in our 20s, joining Mary Kay. So she began her journey in 1982. She has earned the use of 19 cars, 16 of those being pink Cadillacs. 16 top director trips, 3 times $1 million director, became a national in 2007. Miss Go Give. She has earned in excess of $4 million in Mary Kay's commissions, and her favorite part of her career has been the amazing people, the everyday adventures of being an entrepreneur, and the world-class travel. I love that. So please give it up for my good friend, Vicki Auth. So girl, take it away.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm so thrilled to be here. And of course, with Janice. And I don't know if you remember way back then, Janice, we even went to the Mary Kay Distribution Center for basic orientation, like for new consultants. We drove to that. And it has been an amazing journey. In a month, it'll be 42 years in Mary Kay. And I just have to tell you, we all start as beauty consultants. And I just want to kind of help you forecast for your future. I want to take you all the way to where Janice and I are today. In 6 short months, I'm going to be retiring from Mary Kay, and I love our generous retirement program. It's actually called Family Security Program. And Mary Kay knew that she wanted her top leaders to have something at the end of the run. And so I am thrilled. I've always talked about the retirement program. I am thrilled that I get to take advantage of something so generous. And so we earn 60% of our income for 15 years, which is fantastic. And so if you're going to work for something, if you're going to work every week, every month, every year for something, why not have something great at the end of the run? And so I feel very blessed to be in this position. And I'm so glad I worked this and was consistent, and I was willing to follow so I could become a great leader. And so that's just kind of something I want you to be thinking about for sure. I have found, certainly in all my years in direct sales, that Mary Kay is the gold standard. And so again, if you're going to do anything on the side, a side hustle, a side gig, why not work for the gold standard in the industry? Because I can tell you something, nobody in direct sales has a retirement program unless they changed it last week. I do my research. Not even Dell Computers, which is the town I live in, where Dell was created. And think about it, they're not in stores. They've tried different things, but they are a direct seller, and not even Dell Computers has retirement. So I want you to think about your very bright future, and all the effort you put in today and tomorrow is building towards that better program. Now, I do have to tell you, our friend Janice, she works in our foreign countries. So that's called Global Leadership Development Program, and her income keeps growing in retirement, which is even an extra perk. I'm not in that position, but congratulations to you, Janice. So I started Mary Kay when I was 22. I was single. I was loving life. I was a radio DJ. I loved my job. I hosted the Elvis Presley Hour when he was still alive. Yes, that's how old we are. And I loved it, but I needed something to supplement my income because I actually worked another full-time job. So I worked 2 40-hour work weeks. So I understand busy girls. I understand getting 3 and 4 hours of sleep per night, but I was young. Who cares? I used to say sleep when you're dead. Now I really enjoy my sleep, right? But I didn't want to work 80 hours a week anymore because that really was 100 hours of commitment between lunch hours and all that. So I looked at Mary Kay as a way to supplement my radio DJ job and get rid of my grocery store job, which out in California was full union wages, great benefits, and nobody could believe I wanted to leave that career. I hated it there. So it became Mary Kay and radio DJ. And I never, ever dreamed that I would give up being a broadcaster. But lo and behold, 1 year into the business, I won my first free card. I said, I just got to try. I just got to try. I can always go get another job. There's jobs everywhere, no matter what's happening in the world. And so I wanted to be like Cortez. I wanted to burn my ships. And so not only did I leave the grocery store, high paying job, 6 months into Mary Kay. I also then quit my other job 6 months later. And guess what? The first month, I just slapped myself around and I decided then to listen to my own good advice. And that was to go to work for myself like I would any boss, where you got to be there no matter what, right? You got a headache, a fight with your husband, the kids are sick, you got to show up. And so I decided I would show up for me. I would show up for me and my family. And so, just not too much into Mary Kay, I got married and I thought it was going to be, just amazing. And it wasn't, and found myself pregnant. And then I left during pregnancy because there was a lot of domestic violence going on. And I decided then that I could control my Mary Kay business, that the income, my input, how many hours I worked, how willing I was. Men come and go in my life, but Mary Kay seemed to be the steady thing in my life. So I found myself as a single mom. And guess what? Those kids like to eat every day, right? And I had just Mary Kay as my income. And I just got busy. I got to work. As a very young child, I won my daughter, I won my first pink Cadillac, and that became just our ride, her and I riding around in our pink Cadillac, making deliveries, going to parties. People would say, don't even come if you're not going to bring the baby. I'm like, she's not a baby anymore. She's 3. But at that time, I met Prince Charming through one of my customers, and we got married really pretty quickly. And it has been an amazing ride with my husband, Alan, all these years. So I think about it, some people get all kinds of things out of their starter kit. And I literally found the most incredible husband. So I am blessed for that. We started going on trips with Mary Kay, incentive trips, and we went all over the world. But I think my favorite trip was being at the Parthenon. He was in design school, learning architecture, and he did his thesis on the Parthenon. And I remember, he's not a crybaby at all, but he had a little tear running down his face as he stood with the majestic building behind him. And he said, wow, I wrote about it, but I never dreamed I'd be here. And so thank you, Mary Kay, for those great years of incentive trips and pink Cadillacs and diamonds and all the things. And I hope you don't think I'm bragging, just excited about what could be in your future. And again, you can always go get another job, right? But you never know if you have that entrepreneurial spirit in you. One of the things I love about Mary Kay is the life skills I've learned. Being an entrepreneur and being a boss babe. People throw that word around all the time. They have a boss babe mug and a boss made cap or whatever, boss babe cap. And I wonder if you know what it takes to do that. It just takes some discipline. It takes that consistency and that kind of slapping yourself around, go to work for yourself like you would any boss. I love the coping skills that I've learned in Mary Kay. I sat around a pool with all top leaders about 8 years ago in Mary Kay down in Puerto Vallarta. And we all were having some struggles in our life, from divorce to death and all kinds of things we were dealing with. And we all decided that day it was the coping skills that was the most valuable possession that we learned in Mary Kay. And so it's not what happens to you, it's how you react to it. And I'm grateful for that. You get a beauty bag of tools. I mean, I had long hair on my head, under my arms, and on my legs when I joined Mary Kay. I'd gone off to Europe, uh, came home a granola bar, and my parents were like, what the heck happened to you? I let it all hang out. And some people just need to wear brighter lipstick when they join Mary Kay. I literally needed a razor, and not everybody is privy to that part of my eye story. So you got the good stuff today. But I was really a tomboy. And so I love the beauty bag of tools that I learned in Mary Kay. And I think that the day you start using Mary Kay cosmetics is the day you stop aging. We're pretty cute seniors here, right? You learn a lot about finances, and you need to make some money to be able to manage money, right? But one of the things I love most of all from Mary Kay Ash herself, she always said, and I literally have the sign, make me feel important. And I keep it on my desk. And we earned this book from Mary Kay many, many years ago. And it's about winning friends and influencing people. And she just basically says, praise people to success, Build a feeling of importance in every person you meet, and that's the sign. Become genuinely interested in people. Oh my gosh. When you can master the art of working with people, you can do anything in this world. The commodity of being a people person is huge, and we're going to teach it to you, which is so great. Smile. Learn to smile. It takes a whole lot less muscles in your face to smile than it does to frown. And remember names. Oh my gosh, that is so important to remember names. And sometimes if you're looking at somebody, you're like, I didn't get her name, just say, how do you spell that? And learn to be a good listener. Mary Kay always said you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you should listen twice as much. These are just a few of the things that you will get from a Mary Kay business. So let me just finish my little story. We fell in love, went on trips. My husband and I have now been married 34 years. We just celebrated, and it all came from my starter kit. And I'm so grateful for that today. My daughter is in Mary Kay. She also runs a successful business. And as I retire, I get to gift her a big part of my organization that she can now run and build her future with. Even though she's successful in something else, she may not stay in that line of work forever. And so that is an incredible gift that gets to happen in the world of Mary Kay when you shoot for the top position. So I know you're just probably getting in to make a little money or save a little money, but you never know. I don't think Janice and I joined Mary Kay to say we're going to be national sales directors, but if you're going to stay, why not go all the way, right? This last thing I just wanted to share with you is from this great book called Five. And it says, the greatest day of your life is the one on which you decide your life is your own. The gift of life is yours. It is an amazing journey, and you get to determine the quality of it. Live the next 5 years. Think about it, 2029. Live the next 5 years on purpose. Now is the time. Imagine the possibilities. Go places. Have adventures. That is certainly what we have experienced in Mary Kay. It is like an adventure every day. Make a real difference. Do what you love and follow your dreams because they know the way. You know, life is short. The world is crazy. We have never in my 64 years lived through something that's just, I feel like we're like constantly, you know, Batman and Robin, pow, wow, boom. There's things coming at us all the time. And, you know, life is a little interesting, but guess what? This too shall pass. And your job may not be the perfect job. Maybe your life isn't where you thought it would be. Why not make a change then? Come join us in the pink bubble. That's what we call it. It's a very positive environment. We love that piece of Mary Kay, and we don't like pin poppers. You know, stay away from our pink bubble. We like it here because every day it's a choice to be positive and happy and successful if you want to be. It's really up to you. So I hope that a little bit of this was meaningful. You can do Mary Kay all kinds of ways, single, married, divorced. I mean, it is right for any woman who wants to take a leap of faith and come join us in this most amazing organization. We're 60 years old. We're planning for the next 60 years, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. So Janice, thank you so much for letting me share today my story. And I can't wait to see you at seminar and some of the other events we have coming up.
I know. And so Vicki also, and I, when we retire, we also get additional trips. We get 3 additional free trips around the world. So
yeah,
you're going to get this next one and then 3 additional ones. And she can skip a year if she wants for the next 5 years. You get to choose. And we're talking about a Greek Isle cruise or a trip to Venice or a trip to something like that, or Budapest or Prague. Those are the things that we have choices of. So Vicki, thank you for your story. Thank you for your heart. Oh my gosh, you guys, wasn't that great? Let's give Vicki a big round of applause as we close out our evening this evening.